Hi, Ellie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Megan Peterson. I'm currently a student at Concordia University. I'm studying to be a guidance counselor, but today we're kind of going to do a practice session as you filled out in my informed consent that I gave you, which I appreciate you filling out.
Yes.
Um, Before we begin, I do just want to talk to you a little bit about confidentiality. I know that we've gone over this in our form of consent, but obviously you know that everything that you and I talk about will be kept between you and I, except for in the two cases of, if you make a threat to harm yourself or somebody else, or if there's a statement or an indication of abuse to a child or a vulnerable adult,
Okay.
which I know you do understand.
Yes.
Um, by signing this, you also agreed that this is a practice session. It is recorded. It can be, viewed by my professor, Professor Ford, and my classmates. And I do want to let you know if at any time you feel uncomfortable or like the session's not going well, I can stop.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yes, that sounds good.
To, wanting to talk to somebody.
Um,
Whatever you need to do to give your mind a break, I think is wonderful.
yeah. So I would say that's one thing that I do at the moment.
That's great. I know with your class, is it right now, is it hard to stay organized with everything? Is that kind of another big, like, do you have a planner? It sounds to me like you kind of want to help everybody else and you kind of have a hard time taking help yourself. Would I
Yes.
be kind of accurate with that?
From the thought of losing my mom in fourth grade made me realize, like, okay, I can't depend on my mom for everything. So I think that that's where a lot of my grasp for control comes from.
Yeah, I mean, you had to, as a fourth grader, you had to be this little adult. And, you had to, in a way, take care of not only your parents and your sibling, but yourself. So, and I'm sure part of it comes from you didn't want to ask your parents, for help all the time because your dad was helping your siblings and your mom, and your dad was helping your mom. And that's a lot for somebody to go through.
Yeah, I would, but I just feel better when I have the control.
Right. Because I'm saying it works until it doesn't, right? I mean,
Yes.
it works until you kind of reach that boiling point. Do you think now that you're getting married, you will allow your new husband to kind of take some of that
Yeah.
support and control?
Yeah, I would say we already kind of do that. We've been together for 6.5 years. So we've actually been dating since high school. So he's been around for a lot of it, and he knows when I get stressed. He knows what stresses me out.
It sounds like you're willing to, I mean, definitely, I think childhood, I mean, most of our trauma and I think our kind of not quirks, but our personality comes from things that we, stem from childhood. I think a lot of it too is people are used to Ellie doing it all.
Hmm.
They know if they fail at something, you'll come in and you'll pick it back up.
Yes, I that really resonated with work. I have been frustrating at times.
And right now, with a very heavy caseload of homework for the next 16 days and a wedding, you probably would like some of that responsibility taken off of you, especially if there's two other people that work there.
Yes, and I have expressed that to the other receptionists, but
And
and I
that's
was
not
like,
what you needed to see today
yes,
after a tough
walking
day.
in, yes, walking in, I was frustrated.
I can completely understand where you're coming from. So, our next session, maybe we can dig a little bit deeper into the need for control. I mean, like I said, you're very honest with it, but maybe ways we can also loosen up that a little bit. I mean, it's something that, like I said, you've been dealing with since fourth grade. I
Yes,
think like I said, you're just a very old soul in a way, and a very, and when people expect so much from you and they know you're going to do it, because why would you've always done it, it's easy for people to take advantage of you.
yes, I would definitely love to work on that next time.
Perfect. All right. Well, I appreciate your help. Appreciate you talking to me today. It was very nice speaking with you, and you just have a good night, and I'll see you next time.